Hey guys, we're going to do the weekly tarot reading. I told you I was going to get them going on again, so I'm really working on getting them going on. So we're going to kind of read up. There's definitely a lot of changes that I've been kind of looking at going on, but this is one of the biggest ones I was really observing this week, which has been going on for a little bit. But as we all know, the cost of living is about up here. Like if you want to, get a house or even rent an apartment, you're looking at about at least $1,500, for like a couple, 2 bedroom or something like that. In some places even more than that. But I'm just saying, like, I think that's the average. And so, but the wages have been, they have stayed down here, and a lot of people cannot afford even to live. But one of the things that is happening is a lot of people are walking away from these crappy, low paying jobs, and all these businesses are really hurting right now to get employees to fill them. My theory is this, because especially with doing a lot of readings ever since the pandemic, something that I've been seeing from my clients is a lot of people are starting to go for the dreams. What are the things that with COVID really caused everyone to do? As we could get COVID and that could be the end of us, right? We all know that we could get it. But that really caused a lot of people pause to think about, I could be taken any time, life is short. Why am I working this job I hate? Why am I doing this? Why am I doing that? So a lot of people were starting to go for jobs they always wanted to go for. They were quitting their job and starting businesses and things like that. I don't want to work for anybody anymore. I'm just going to go for, I'm going to start a business. I'm going to try it and do it myself. They're willing to take risks that before they would play things safe. And so there's definitely a big urgency for all these places to fill these jobs. And people are like, no. And some people, when they were on unemployment, took their time before they landed the job they really wanted to do. So there's definitely a shift that is happening right now, especially when it comes to, the pay versus the cost of living and what's going on. And it could start becoming a little more equal, possibly, with the pressure that is going on, especially with people that do not want to take these jobs anymore. Now there is a whole bunch of jobs out there. So people are like, well, I'll go for the job that pays good, right? Because there's open jobs for things like that. So it's going to force these companies, that pay low, that they're going to have to start, upping their wages or something, if they want to have somebody work for them. So it's very interesting stuff that's going on. So one of the things I thought I would focus on for the weekly tarot read for you guys as a collective read is it time to go for the dreams? Is that what Spirit wants? Is people to start going for their dreams, versus, just working for the man and everything like that. So let's go ahead and focus on it. And we do have a full moon coming up. I'm probably going to do a video for the full moon energies with that full moon in Aries coming up here. So let's go ahead and focus. Spirit want you guys to go for your dreams right now. So if you're in a job you hate right now, this is especially for you. And if you've been thinking about, a change, doing something different, maybe going back to school, maybe you are thinking about going back to school, and going for what you've always wanted to go for. There is an energy, a change in the air, a major shift happening for people to be able to do this. Okay, let's focus. Yeah, but what are these companies going to do? I mean, there's a lot of them that they, can't even run the business. They're hurting for people so bad. And some people are just, maybe they're taking time off to stay home with kids and things like that, There's definitely a change going on. And I think it's a good thing, personally. I don't know about you, but I think it's good. Okay, we've already shuffled. I'm going to cut the deck. Here we go. So the very first card is the Knight of Wands in the reverse position. So the Knight of Wands, when I see him, he's full of passion and fire and energy like that. He's the go-getter. He's very charismatic. So I feel that a lot of people do have passion. They just don't know where to channel it at the moment. They're a little bit stuck. There's some people that are like, I know I should be doing something else. I should be doing something different. But they're just like, what do I do with my passion at this time? That is the challenge for them. And then we've got the Two of Pentacles. And see, that's what I'm talking about. The Two of Pentacles is especially about juggling. I'm robbing Peter to pay Paul. I'm trying to stay afloat. I'm juggling my finances. I'm trying to keep everything going. Definitely, that's what a lot of people are trying to do, to try to manage and everything right now. That's a big thing. But see, we've got that Four of Cups energy. The Four of Cups, now usually when it shows, this guy is looking at the cup, but normally when it shows, there's a refusal of the cup. There is an ignoring of it. So what that makes me feel is, like I was talking about, these employers are offering, jobs for this, that, but, and some are even up in the pay a little bit, but it's still not as much as what people are looking for and what they're wanting. They're wanting better. I want that good benefits. I want that good medical. What about that 401k? Okay, they're like, you're not giving me enough here. So a lot of people are ignoring these advertisements, okay, for jobs. And these people cannot get somebody to come in, and do an interview. So it's coming down to the wire and everything. They're just ignoring it. And we've got the Tower in the reverse position. There are some companies, because they cannot get employees, that things are starting to crumble around them with that Tower energy. And their businesses are on the verge of collapse, like the Tower would be. And so you guys, really, there is an advantage for you. If you really want to go for the job you really want, I'm telling you, this is the time. The Three of Wands is especially about your ship coming in, your moment arriving. Like, this is your moment. This is what you've always wanted. And that's what people are doing. They're starting to hold off, for the right job. There's something that is more in alignment with their dreams and their passions. Like, I look at that Knight of Wands energy in the reverse position. A lot of people were like really suffering passion-wise. You know what? This lighting is bothering me. Let me adjust my light real quick, guys, because I think it's too bright for you. There, I think it was just a little too bright. Okay, so with that energy, they're like, I want to put it into what I'm really passionate about and so forth. I'm holding out for the right moment, the dream job. That's what a lot of people are doing. They're really realizing that they've got some power. I see money, Ten of Pentacles, the wealth card. That's what they want. They want to be paid what they're worth. And why can't we do this for people? Why can't we pay them what they're worth instead of just menial jobs? These companies are, obviously the bigger companies, like Amazon, Walmart, all that. They make plenty of money to pay their employees better, but they're always trying to pay them as little as possible. But there is going to be a lot more pressure. People are going to start walking more and more. I want you to watch people on strike, people trying to form unions and all kinds of stuff. You're going to see it really change, in this country, for better wages. But people are like, pay me what I'm worth. Pay me what I'm worth. You're not paying me what I'm worth here. And if you're not going to do that, I'm just going to get another job, because right now jobs are good right now. People can do that and everything. I see we've got that Ace of Wands and everything, and it's in the reverse position. People have felt no passion for their job for a long time because they're just not getting paid what they're worth. This incentive, sometimes they're being treated like crap and everything. They're not when they try to take a vacation, they have no vacation time. The various things, no perks to doing the job. It's just come in, clock in. You better work real super hard and everything. Then people are on the, on their case and all that. There's not enough just incentive to be there. So a lot of people are, walking on this. And we've got that Five of Swords energy. That's the thing, like battling with bosses and everything like that, and struggling and trying to be heard, that what they're really looking for and what they need. This is not enough to live. It's pretty sad when Walmart hires employees, but they have signs over by the time clock and stuff, how to apply for food stamps because they don't pay them enough that they can even afford food. They technically qualify for food stamps working there. That's pretty sad. Okay. And everything, and a lot of it, Seven of Wands, which is about standing up, standing your ground. People are going to start going on strike for this and everything. You're going to see more of it. They're doing it right now. But I have a feeling there's going to be a shift. People are going to be heard. They're going to have no choice pretty soon here but to pay better and stuff. And see, that's what I'm saying with the devil. A lot of times if I do a read like this, the devil is like, he's got everybody in chains. He just works everybody really hard, and they feel like they're a slave to the man. And people are getting away from that. They're tired of being a slave to the man when they do their job. And one of the things, especially COVID, has caused people to do is just working 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week for years and years and years. The majority of time that is taken up through the day is for a job. So if you don't enjoy it and if you're not getting paid right for it and you're still struggling even after you work so hard, yes, it's very frustrated and people are getting tired of it. I'd even look at the Nine of Wands guy here. He's just, he's ready to defend himself. He's ready to defend himself, and everything like that. He's tired. He's tired of this and he's going for it. And that's what a lot of people are doing. And then the High Priestess and everything, just during this time, use your intuition. Now, before you make any radical changes, if you do decide to make a radical change, use your intuition and really feel it out, if it's the right move. I know one of the girls in the group, there was a member who posted and they wanted to put their 2 weeks notice in for their job. And I told them, I said, don't do that till you got a backup plan, okay? And they're like, but I want to quit now. I see that's what I'm saying. People are like, I want out now. And some people are quitting even without a backup plan because they're so fed up. They're so fed up with everything that's going on and stuff. And a lot of people are kind of depressed, the ones that are stuck in the jobs, the essential workers and everything. That's one of the things. They're tired of being depressed about all this stuff. And they want to be paid for what they're worth. And let's go ahead and look at that. The outcome is the world. So especially we hopefully, and I'm hoping I'm right, are going to go in a new cycle. And these companies are going to be forced to have to really look at this, that if they want employees, they have to go into a new cycle and see things differently and start paying people better wages. Which, of course, they're still going to try to keep it at the bottom line, as much as possible. But I do feel that some companies are going to start coming around and everything like that, that they are going to start paying better and everything. Amazon, for the most part, I feel they pay okay. But what they put, like, say, the people through, like, in those distribution centers, those guys work hard. I actually did many years ago, a few years at a distribution center, a long time ago. I was much younger. And I'm telling you, I only worked there 3 months. I actually did get hired on permanent, but then I found another job and I got the hell out. That was probably the hardest job I ever worked. And stuff. And I actually did a pretty good job of it, but it's really hard. It was like picking boxes. And you here comes a box and you pick and you be throwing them in the thing and pushing buttons that you got it in the box and all that stuff. And you had to be real fast and everything. And it was like 3 12-hour days on the weekends. And I was pretty fast at it. I did really good. But I will tell you, when I would get home, because you were on your feet on hard concrete all day running back and forth up and down this conveyor belt, by the time, like, I would start getting out of my car and I was in so much pain. So what I would do is I do these 3 days, 12-hour days, and I did get paid for 40 even though I worked 36, but it took me about 3 to 4 days to recover from how hard the job was. It was so physically demanding. So I know what these guys go through in the distribution center. And I know it's especially physically exhausting. They need to get paid more than Amazon pays them. They really need to pay them better and stuff like that. That's just the bottom line, because this stuff is incredibly hard. And I was just doing that. And some guys are lifting boxes with, big old, heavy, stuff. They're lifting heavy stuff. So I feel like this is really the time, and that's what I'm trying to get to you with the message I really want to focus on. This is a good time to go for your dreams now. This is a time to go for those jobs. Don't settle. Spirit is like, don't settle because Spirit's like, don't settle because the system won't change. Okay, the system won't change if you settle and you just take these and you don't say anything and you're like, okay, and thanks for the check and everything, and then you don't put your grievances out there with what's going on. We got to change. Now I've got the card Energy Medicine. I'm pulling some oracle cards now and stuff. Sensuality, devotion, celestial fertility, deep rest. So one of the things about that is, you know, when you're working so hard and stuff, you got to find ways of conserving energy. That's something I do. I try to take, you know, finally when I get to my weekend, I've been trying to rest a little bit more. Spirit's definitely saying you need to rest. You know, you need to chill. Find ways to rest. When you get off work, you got to be able to rest and stuff. If you got to let the dishes sit for a while so you could take a nap because you're just tired, take the nap. Okay, they'll be there when you wake up. You could take care of it later and stuff. I've also got the card Soul Family. So during this time with some of you, really connect with your soul family. I feel like that is one of the big things. Even the group is a soul family. It really is in many ways and stuff. But really, I know some people have been having kind of breakdowns with family. There's a lot of conflict going on in the world right now. But who is your soul family? That's what I always, and that's what I experienced. I came in here with my blood family, but then I found my soul tribe. So it's real important that they can be so uplifting and so helpful for you if you can find your soul family. Let's see here. I've also got the card Crystal Kingdom. I've got a lot of slowing down energy here. Slowing down materialism, psychic debris. See, that's what I'm talking about. The materialism, okay, I should show you the card. The materialism and stuff, the people that are coming in here, you know, that the awakened ones and even from other planets and so forth are going to show us a lesson in things like materialism, you know, and just how hooked we got into it and everything, how it became so important and it's wearing us down. And that's part of the psychic debris and so forth. You know, we've got to stop getting hooked into the machine that, you know, I need to spend this and that. I've got to have the fancy car. I've got to have the $500,000 house and all this stuff. You know, that materialism has really been you know, how it affects the psyche, how it affects the soul and the spirit. You know, we really need to look at that and transform that and everything. And with awakening, we can definitely. I've also got the card Universal Merkaba, Ascended or a Sacred Purpose. You have the answer, lucid dreaming. So especially what is our purpose for being here? I feel that is a huge thing that is happening right now, especially with the spiritualists. You know, is what is our purpose for being here? We know it's not this, okay, that they're trying to put on us, you know, being, you know, trapped in the 3D, in this system and everything, you know, working for the man and going through all this torture. We know that we are to rise above it. And it's starting to do it. It's starting to change. People are starting to become more aware that they have a choice. See, for a while, people thought they didn't have a choice and a say in the matter, but there's power in numbers. See, and people are coming out in numbers and they're realizing we can make changes. I also got the card Language of Light, Rediscovery, Humble Wanderer, Communication. And I like that. I'm especially drawn to that wanderer and communication, especially. You know, this is the time I want you guys really to focus on what do you want to be doing and stuff. And work on your manifestation. See, us spiritualists are real good at manifestation. We start learning it's a real thing. We start doing it. But the way we talk, we speak to the universe. I want to say speak better than talk. It's just better because it sounds like I'm having a conversation. But when I speak to the universe, certain things I want to bring into my world, I need to be specific, you know, what I want to bring in my world. So for instance, people that are, you know, they're wanting to be able to pay all their bills. That's the goal. That's what you get a job for. Cost of living is this much. This is what I want. When you speak to the universe, don't just be like, I need a job that pays all the bills. We want to also, is it good for my soul? Is it good for my spirit? You know, is my boss going to be a nice boss? Things like that. Are the employees I work with, can we all work together as a team? We want the whole picture. And you could go for the whole picture right now. If you've been wanting to start a business, this is a good time. You know, get past Mercury retrograde. Okay, we're almost there a few days after. Don't ever do it during a Mercury retrograde. Okay, but this is the time really for the spiritualist, to really use that manifestation ability and go for what they want to do. That we don't have to just fulfill someone else's dream, okay, by working for them and making them rise. Okay, what about us and what we want to be doing and so forth. So this is a time to really assess, what do you really want to be doing? Sit down there with that journal and just write out exactly what you want to bring into your world. You've got the power, you've got the ability to manifest. I hope this helps.